guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you are new, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I hope you enjoy it and I hope you decide to stay a while. Today we are just going to be building a little trailer home, although I have to admit I don't really think it looks like a trailer. It kind of just looks like a tiny home, so we're gonna still go with the trailer idea because that's what I've titled it, and I've already made the thumbnail and all that, so we're just gonna go with that. I've always wanted to build on this lot here in Strangerville, this tiny one in the little trailer park, and I finally got to, and I was very inspired by James Turner's video. It was a while back, I think back when Tiny Living first came out. He made a trailer home, and he actually is playing his rags to repayment / rags to riches challenge there, which has been a lot of fun to watch, and I will definitely link the video of him building the home so you guys can kind of see where I got a little bit of my inspiration. But I also want to say that I was inspired by another simmer here on YouTube, DaydreamSims. She made a Bee Bistro, which is like a little restaurant. I love the theme of it, and it turned out so cute, so I'm definitely going to link that video for you guys to check out down below. Definitely go check it out and give her some love on her channel. It really inspired me to build with that color, just because it is so bright and it makes me happy, and I think we all need that right now, so I hope this build makes you guys happy too. But I used a lot of dark woods on the outside with this yellow by the front door, and I think it's so cute. I don't know, it makes me smile when I look at it, and that's kind of the point. So I also really love this window from the Laundry Day Stuff pack, and I'm so happy I used it in the front there. I think it looks so cute, and it brings a lot of sunlight in, which is nice inside the home. You'll also have to see later what I do in that little area where it's kind of open by the window. I think it turned out so cute, and it's like my favorite part of the house. And as you can see, there are these like black lines on the bottom of the build. That is from that little part underneath the home. It does fix on its own like later on in the end of the video, and for the screenshots, and when I upload it, it doesn't show, so just keep that in mind. I know it looks really odd right now. When I was building, I was actually really concerned because I'm like wondering if I should even keep going because I didn't want those to be there, but it does fix, so I'm very happy about that. Also, I was trying to like cover it with rugs eventually, and those didn't work. But anyway, we are gonna move on to this little window that I was talking about earlier, and I love what I did. So I know these like poofs from the Tiny Living pack, that's right, Dining Living pack, they actually aren't chairs, but since you probably can't get back there anyway, I put them there, and they kind of are supposed to be like little seating areas. I also like the idea that this table might kind of pull out of the wall. Maybe it'll push in whenever you're not using it into the window, and then you can pull it out and sit at it. I think that's a cute idea. I know we have to use our imagination for that. It doesn't actually work. But I know tiny homes and like mobile homes like this, especially newer ones that have been refurbished or however, they have things like that. So I thought that was a cool idea. I think that's why I like to build tiny homes so much. I like to think of how to maximize storage and also what kind of new unique things a tiny home would have. And here I'm putting doors into the bathroom and just kind of having an idea for that. At first, when I was building this, I wanted to do a micro home, and to be honest, I thought I was making a micro home for the longest time, but I kept thinking, wow, this is so easy. Like, I have so much space and room for these things. Why has everyone been saying the micro challenge or micro home challenge is so hard? But then I realized I was actually making a tiny home, which is the middle tier. And when I found that out, I did think maybe I should go back and change it up to make it a micro home, but honestly, I was too far in and I didn't want to do all that work, especially because building does take me so long. I didn't want to make it even longer. So this is a tiny home. I did want to try to make a micro home. I thought that would be nice, but I think tiny homes, there's plenty of benefits with that too, so that's good. But here I'm changing up colors and adding a little bit of wallpaper in the kitchen. I go for definitely the yellow theme, but I also add in other colors too. I absolutely love to add colors into my homes. It makes it so fun and just fun to play in. I also really love this partition I use to separate the kitchen and the living room area. It has like a honeycomb texture or pattern, and I think that's really cute with the yellow, so I really enjoyed putting that in the home. I really enjoyed using these large windows in the home to bring in a lot of sunlight. I think it really brightens up the place and is very cheery. I pictured this home being for maybe one sim or two sims, maybe a couple, living here, and they really love to host parties and have friends over, but they still like to live very minimalistic. Later on in the video, we move up to the top of the home, the roof part, and I add a bunch of activities up there and a seating area and some, gardening areas. Also, I put a bar up there and some of those string lights, and I think it just looks really nice up there to have some friends over. I even add the horseshoe activity all the way back from Outdoor Retreat. How many packs ago was that? That was like the first pack we got. But yeah, I never used that object. I wish we had more outdoor activities actually. Like, I think it'd be so cool to have an oversized Jenga game. I've played that before and it's so fun, and I could just see the Sims playing it. I know we have the Don't Wake the Llama board game or whatever, and I think that's kind of like Jenga, but I think it'd be cool to have an oversized one because I know that's kind of a trend. But in the meantime, since we don't have that or anything similar, I did add the horseshoe activity, like I said. I also added a foosball table, so they're just gonna have like little parties up there with friends. I think that would be really cute. I added some garden pots up top so they can garden as well if they want to do that. And I did try to add quite a few plants in the home. I love adding plants. Speaking of plants, I'm very excited about what we're getting for the knitting stuff pack. They released the winning results recently, and oh my gosh, we're getting all the ceiling like hanging plants, which is so cool. I really wanted to vote for all of them, but I think I voted for 2, but I wanted all of them, so very happy about that. But yeah, I haven't really talked about how excited I am for that pack yet, so I guess I could spend some time talking about that. I really love all the build by objects we're getting. I wasn't actually even disappointed. I know some of mine, of course, didn't make it. A lot of them did though, so very happy about that. But yeah, I just really can't wait. It's going to be so fun to add those into the game. I just love the style of them. I love how bright and colorful they are. I think they're going to be so fun to add into our homes and our gameplay. I'm also very excited for rocking chairs and to have my elderly Sims rock in them and also create little items for their grandchildren. Also, another thing, I know the modding community is going to be doing a lot of the missed opportunities items that we didn't get. So I know they're going to be making a cat sweater. I think they actually have already made one, the one with the little fish headband. So that is so cool, and I hope maybe there's a way that they can make it to where it's craftable, since that's what it was supposed to be. I wonder too if the Sims team will make items from other packs craftable, like especially Tiny Living had so many sweaters. I don't know if they'll add that because that's probably maybe a lot of work to do that. I'm not really sure. I don't make games or anything like that, so I don't know how much work would go into it. But I wonder if there would be a way the modding community could. I'm not sure. It's something that I've been thinking about, and I think it would be cool because I feel like we didn't get a lot of options for crafting. Well, we did get quite a few, but I just want so many. So maybe that's just me being selfish or greedy, but yeah. I really enjoy the idea of crafting in The Sims. I know Parenthood, that game pack, brought a lot of crafts for the kids to do, like on the little art station, like little seasonal crafts and such. And I do that all the time. I think it's so fun. It just makes the home feel more like a home. And I think, making little sweaters will make it feel more personable too. So very excited for that gameplay. And speaking of crafting, I have been playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, and there's a lot of crafting in that game. It has been so much fun. I've really enjoyed just getting lost in that world or that island. It's just such a relaxing game, and I've been enjoying making my home, really beautiful and adding all kinds of little cute items. I also love that it is in real time. I think that's so cool. I know that's how all the games have been, but I haven't really played any of the others. I have played Pocket Camp on my phone, but yeah, I haven't got to play a lot of the older ones, which I definitely want to eventually. The first day was a little bit slow because you don't have access to the whole island and you don't really have a lot to do yet. You don't have all your tools. But the next day and the ones following, you definitely get a lot more to do, and it just has been so fun. It's awesome to be able to check in from time to time, see what everyone's up to on your island, and go hang out with other people, and go to different mysterious islands and get resources. I don't know, I just really love it, so it's been a lot of fun. But back to the build, I really love this laundry corner I create here, and I love these shelves from the Laundry Day Stuff pack. I remembered that they came in yellow, and I thought that would be awesome to have that in that corner and just kind of bring that color over to that side of the home. I really love the ironing board too that I put on the side of the wall. I think it's so cute in the pink. I think it's just a great way to store it there beside the washer. I didn't add a dryer into the home, but I do have a clothesline outside in the front. There wasn't enough space for that, but at least they can dry their clothes outside. And Strangerville is pretty warm and it doesn't really rain or snow, of course, so you don't have to worry about your clothes not getting dry. Then we move on to the other side of the home, and I have this little seating area by the kitchen. I added these shelves on the window and I thought that was so cool because I know you need more storage in a tiny home. You kind of always need more storage. I was kind of searching through the debug menu for items. I didn't find too many to put up there. I kind of just used normal decorations, but I did have a lot of fun searching through the debug. There are so many items in there, so I did edit quite a bit out just so you weren't watching me just scroll and scroll and scroll. But yeah, I really had fun looking through there. I also did just edit quite a bit out in general. It does take me a long time to build, so I didn't want it to be too long of a video. It could have been like 30 minutes had I not edited out quite a bit, so I hope it's not too distracting, all the cuts and things. But I hope I didn't edit out too much for you guys. I've also been kind of thinking about trying out the stop motion builds. I really enjoy those videos. I do watch those from time to time, and I'm just so impressed by them. They're always so well made. It would probably take me a while to get used to it, and I kind of don't know how to do it. I'd have to watch a few tutorials. I know there's some out there, so I'll have to check that out. But I think that'd be really fun, and I think they're even more relaxing than speed builds. So that might be something that I look into. I don't build very often, but maybe my next build will be in a stop motion style. You guys will have to let me know what you think if you enjoy those. Maybe to start out easier, I can just style a room. I've seen those too. Those are really fun, and I could just add a bunch of clutter, which I do like to do that. So yeah, maybe I'll try that out actually. That would not be as overwhelming as a whole house. So a question I have with stop motion builds though is, at least the ones I've seen have always been just music over the build, and it hasn't really been voiced over. So I wonder if that's how it is. I don't know. I'll have to watch some more to get an idea. But yeah, that is something I'm interested in. I've been thinking about. But here we are moving on into the little like entryway area. I loved putting this little bench here with the shoe rack. I kind of wedged it underneath because I wanted to save space, but it kind of fit perfectly there, so I liked how that worked out. And of course I love this like wall tapestry or wall hanging from Selva Dorada or from Jungle Adventure. I use it all the time. And then over in the living room, I do add some neon lights or the neon signs, and I love those so much. I really should add them in more builds. They're just so fun and colorful. Although I do see that they break quite often. I have them in one home that I'm playing in right now, and they break all the time. So I'm not really sure. It's kind of, I don't know about that. But anyway, they look really nice. I don't think I said this yet, but this home is CC free and it will be up on my gallery under SweetTSimmer. So definitely if you'd like this home, you can always download it there. I would recommend having move objects on just in case, because I do build with that. I will have all the details in the description box for you, and of course if you go on the gallery it'll be there too. But I think this came to be about 37,000 simoleons, around that number. But I think that about wraps it up for the voiceover. Before I sign off here, I do want to say a few things. I want to say a huge thank you to all of the support. It has meant so much to me. I can't even express it. I just love all the support on Twitter and here and just comments and everything. It just really makes me so happy, especially now in this time. Like, I know things are hard for everybody, and just the support has been really awesome. So I just want to make sure you guys know how thankful I am. I'm working hard to get out more content for you guys. I really want to make sure that I try to upload regularly and more often. I kind of fall behind, so I'm sorry about that, and I really do want to make sure I get more out for you guys so you can have things to watch and enjoy. To distract yourselves, because I think that's what we all need right now. I also want to say I hope you all are staying safe and healthy and, you know, happy as well and sane during this time. It can be very isolating and we all don't know what is next or what is going to happen, but We can just hang in there and try not to panic. One thing I will say is that I am confident that we will get through this. I've always known in my life that if you have bad days, they can be really bad, but there will always be a good day again, and the bad days will just help us really appreciate the good days or the good times. So that's kind of what I'm trying to think about. But I do wish you and your families all the happiness and safety and healthiness right now, and positivity. I'm sending you guys positive vibes right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!